Welcome to 𝐄𝐓𝐇𝐄𝐑𝐄𝐂. Talk about investing, finance, and professional development. At the current time of 9:02 a.m. Eastern Time, August 20th on Sunday. Hope you guys have a great weekend so far. Ethereum $1,469, down about 1.45% so far. With respect to overall media front, I would say it's the same backwash with respect to the Jerome Powell Jackson Hole speech on his aggressive verbiage, right? Saying more pains ahead. There will be a high likelihood of rising the rates again, even though we have already been quite aggressive with the 75 basis point twice. So we might go all the way to 1% or even higher in the near future, knowing the fact that it seems like the efficacy around the two rate hikes have not really been working so far. So more, aggressive, pressure, this is like the verbiage that he uses, like more aggressive approach, more pain coming to bring down inflationary pressure would be one of their primary focus going forward, right? So when you hear words like that, it's obviously it doesn't convey a lot of confidence, right? It doesn't convey a lot of strategic type of approach either, like forcing, enforcing aggression. It's like it just doesn't give a good taste in people's mouth, nor give us any tacticalness around how they're approaching this, right? And on the equity front, I would say across the spectrum, on the futures perspective, Dow Jones, S&P, Nasdaq, Russell all are indicating a red Monday, down 3.3% to 3.94% across the spectrum, and the VIX, which is the volatile index, is rising high, up 17% at the moment. And as of this morning, obviously on the crypto side of the world, it's quite mixed bag. If you look at it on the left side of the chart, it's like green and red, but across the spectrum, I would say we're down collectively about 1.75% if you kind of spread that out. And you can see that clearly Bitcoin has, unfortunately came true with respect to breaking the 20,000 mark. We are $50 below it, but that's definitely a lack thereof in terms of bullish pressure. So without wasting more time, let's just dive straight into technical. Sorry for the binging noise on my phone. Seems like someone's trying to message me on Netflix. Not Netflix, on LinkedIn. Sorry about that. With respect to recording time of 9:04 a.m. on the Eastern Time, Ethereum $100,470, that about 1.41% so far. You can see that clearly we are just gliding away from the 1450, which is the level of support that we've had, right? You can see that matches with the previous support level that we have formed on July 18th all the way to July 28th so far, right? And right now you can see that we're quite depleted, right? At the 37 out of 70, we've dragged that for quite some time. So do we see more sell-off? We have to see on the weekly, right? Do we see a bearish pattern? Unfortunately, we do. You can see that clearly we have crossed up for quite some time, and we're quite elongated upward at 40 out of 70, which is a relatively weak level. So level down 33 out of 70 indicates that Ethereum to reach to a lower level in the near term, despite being oversold at the moment, to reach lower level, as we approximately reach into a transition to September. Transition and getting the confirmatory signal on the CPI report that's coming out in September, and obviously the world catalyst, the FOMC meeting coming, can be a possibility. And something that we know collectively on the historical front is that September has always been a negative month. It's always a red September or red October, if you have heard of the Kanye West Nike shoes, the red October. I don't know, in case you're a sneakerhead. I do like sneakers, so just try to bring that up. I'm not sure if there has any correlations to the red market during the month of October, but whatever. But it's just a coincidence, I guess. So anyways, seeing some near-term volatility coming would be a possibility, but in Q4, which is months out, right? We should ideally see some reversal and revival. Sorry for this block that came out, and right now at the 45 out of 70. So ideally seeing lower level, but on the monthly we are quite consolidated. So yeah, again, right, near term volatility, and I think it triangulates well with the timing of the catalyst that's coming. Again, right, the CPI report, transition into September, and obviously the FOMC meeting, right? And Bitcoin, unfortunately, you could see that broke below 20,000, and you could see that we are, still bullish on the monthly, but let's take a look on the daily first. Daily is quite nice. You can see that clearly we are at the 31 out of 70. Is this a good support level? This is a good support level, I would say. But if we break, obviously, 19,000 again to go further level, let's say we're not enough, right? Because like we're kind of holding on by the thread right now at the 30, and we go down lower to 26 out of 70 or 20 out of 70, that means like 18,500, 17,500 would be very likely. And then on a weekly, let's see, can we get down further? Luckily, Bitcoin is trading relatively flat, right? It's quite consolidated, and with these two needle kind of fused together, so I don't foresee major movement. But if you're following through Ethereum, we should see ideally some more level down. But on a weeks out, right, you can see that clearly we are still quite bullish, right? Afterwards, as we are approaching obviously Santa Claus rally around Q4 time period, right? So, hope you guys have a good day. It's gonna be a chill day for me today. Just gonna reply some emails, and then I'm gonna head out, spend some time with my friend, taking him and his girlfriend out in the city. They're in town for the first time, coming from San Francisco, so I look forward to doing so. And also catching up on some local good food. The bagels, the pizzas, the halal food, if you may. The New York delicacies, if you may. Right. So appreciate you. Have a good one, and take care.